Hello, Hero Collectors here. How's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. I know I am, and today we're going to be ranking the 2024 Iron Man Retro Carded Wave. Before you, we have the Iron Man Model 20, the Gold Model 1, the Model 9, She-Hulk, Count Nefaria, and Whiplash. I'm going to be ranking this wave from 6 to 1, 6 being my least favorite from the wave, and 1 being my favorite of the wave. So without further ado, let's get into the ranking. Alright, starting here at number 6, we have Count Nefaria. Now, why is he at the bottom? I just did not have nearly as much fun with this figure as I did others. It's on a good base mold, it's got good paint apps, it comes with a decent cape. I don't love how it falls out often and is difficult with the rope. But my biggest problem is it's really hard to display his powers. Like, yes, he can fly and he has like ionic energy powers, but he comes with no effects. And I just didn't have a lot of photo inspiration for him. It's a serviceable figure for the character, but I just did not enjoy the figure nearly as much as I did others. And so that is why he ranks at number 6 on my list. Coming in at number 5, we have Whiplash. Now, there's a few things not really helping this figure. For one, it's not the costume I enjoy for Whiplash. And two, the whip, I wish we had more options. It's just that one curl. I wish it had like maybe an extra loop, or like it was detachable and we can do different types of whips. But on the other side of that, I had more fun posing him. I felt like he was a bit more I could be more creative with him in terms of posing him with an Iron Man in a fight scene, and just it was more enjoyable. The colors are crazy. He has some more limited articulation towards the top of the body because of the cape and whatnot. But yeah, I just had a better experience overall despite the problems that I do have with this figure, so that is why he ranks at number 5. Now at number 4, we have the Iron Man Model 9. The few things bringing this figure down. The color red, I haven't been loving nearly as much, the actual molded red plastic. The shoulders are really stiff, and then these ankles are harder to articulate than others. But otherwise, it is a serviceable Iron Man figure, and one look or Iron Man armor that I have some nostalgia for, so I'm very happy to have it in the collection. It just doesn't stand up nearly as well to the other figures in this wave, so that is why he ranks at number 4. Alright, coming in at number 3, it's the repaint. We all knew what happened, but it did not diminish this figure's amazingness at all. Like, we all knew this Iron Man Model 1 would get repainted in gold and get the added skirt, but it's still a fantastically articulated figure despite his size and bulk. Yeah, he's lacking some paint, some different color shades because the different plastics are there. My copy has some extra bits actually molded into the plastic that kind of annoy me, but otherwise, it's such a good Iron Man Model 1. I keep wanting to say Mark 1, but it's such a good Iron Man armor executed in plastic here that I can't deny it's a fantastic figure. And although there aren't really other repaints to do, this mold that they've done for this Model 1 armor, it's so well done that I can't help but appreciate it with this color scheme and extra skirt piece. I am gladly going to be displaying him with the rest of my first appearance Avengers, and he's just another addition to almost complete that team. So that's why he ranks at number 3. Taking home the silver medal is a figure that could have almost gotten first place. This is the new She-Hulk figure, done on an excellent, brand new, larger female body. I hope to see this repainted several times for new She-Hulk figures. Fantastic Four, a more modern purple and white costume. Just there's so much potential with introducing this body, and the figure herself is amazing. Great articulation for the size. The only thing that could have really pushed her to number 1 spot, and if she did include it, I probably would have given her the number 1 spot, it would be an angry head. Like, she's always happy right now on my shelf, which I don't mind. I do appreciate a good smiling She-Hulk, but I would have liked to have also seen an angry head with her as well for when she's in a fight or displaying her amazing strength. So it's an amazing figure, and that's the only reason it got brought down. Otherwise, this would have been the number 1 figure in the wave for me. But here is She-Hulk at number 2. Alright, if you haven't guessed it by now, the Model 20 Iron Man takes the number 1 spot in this wave for me. This is the Iron Man that I was introduced to in the comics when I started reading New Avengers. This is the armor I think of when I think Iron Man. It's my mind's eye. It's not perfect by any means, but the things that are included, like butterfly joints, a double articulated neck where he has the hinge and the ball at the base. He could have had more range at the torso, more range at the hips, included an unmasked Tony Stark head from this era, but otherwise, it's a fantastic Iron Man figure, so well sculpted. Excellent gold and red detail. He's even got these fins at the back. It's just such a good Iron Man armor, and one that I needed for my new Avengers collection, so having it done so well here, it just makes me so happy. And like I said, She-Hulk could have easily taken this number 1 spot, because there are flaws to this figure, I will admit it. And I even forgot to mention the wrists don't get enough back movement, but despite those issues, I still love this figure, and it's, again, not perfect, but it's a damn good Iron Man figure, and one of my favorites in my collection. I don't know if I really have a favorite Iron Man armor, but if I were to figure one out, he'd be at least in the top 3. So that is my number 1 figure of this wave. Alright, and that was my ranking of the 2024 Iron Man Retro Carded Wave. Do you agree with my ranking? Leave your ranking down in the comments below, and while you're down there, make sure you leave a like, make sure you're subscribed, and I will talk to you all in another video, another post, another time.